Follow up to my breaker video or series. I just put these back together, and I kept thinking this piece was weird where you could remove it, even though they have a common trip. But the weird thing I found with that common trip, you can turn these on and off, no issue. So it seems odd to me. You'd think if you were going to do something like that, you'd have like most of the way the mechanism's designed, it wouldn't work. But you'd think if the tripping of the one puts the hand in one position, it would do the same on the other one and trip the breaker too. Maybe that's not true or be too hard to design that, but it seems that's the way you'd want to set this up. I don't know why you would have like a 220 use. I'm not sure what application there would be for using a 220 breaker as 110 breakers, but then you'd have it so that if one of them tripped, both circuits would go off. I could see maybe some oddball case you'd need that. I'm not quite sure where. Only thing I could think would be maybe, let's say, like a piece of machinery or maybe like a heating system. Like, say the air handler was on this breaker and maybe like the AC's on this breaker, and say the air handler dies or something and trips the breaker, then there's no point running the other one, so maybe then you'd want it to trip that one too. That's about the only reason I can see for doing something like that. But then you still have two separate circuits. I've also seen occasionally people take these breakers and they'll take these things off because they say they have like 220, their dryer or whatever, and they want to just turn it into a 120 outlet. Or say it was just like a 20 amp 220 electric heater, and they just use the 12 gauge Romex or whatever's run, make a 20 amp outlet circuit out of a 220. They just move the wires over, take the one out of here, put it in neutral. Then you got 120, then you have another breaker here. So you could do that, but then those are both going to trip if you kept this breaker. So you're better off just pull the breaker, spend the $5 or whatever, get the two separate breakers, then you'll have a common trip. And maybe that's why they did this. I'm not sure. I know that's only in home. I know that they do this in the QO breakers for 220. They're all integrated, like I would think, with one handle and everything. So I'm not sure if it's cost thing or what the point of this design is. I've always seen homeline in houses, but my place has QOs, and I just got this in an old little 2-gang breaker box. I want to put it as a sub panel for a garage in the garage, and I didn't need this breaker, so I pulled it out and figured it's junk to me anyway. So I'll destroy it and see how it works.